Yeah. Hi, sir. Good afternoon, and welcome to Midas Software Solutions. Firstly, I'll start the presentation about Midas. Currently, we are number one market share in civil engineering software solutions with 450 professional engineers and distributed over 120 countries with 10,000 number of clients. And coming to number of licenses distribution, we are quite successful, I would say. So far, we had distributed 30,000 number of licenses worldwide. Coming to a global network of Midas, we export to more than 90 countries worldwide through distributors in 28 countries. And coming to the headquarters and branches, we have the main headquarter in South Korea, Seoul, and followed by USA, Japan, China, India in Mumbai. Currently I'm speaking with you from. Uh, and the head office, branch office is in UK, Russia, and recently I'm very glad to inform you that we opened a branch office in Dubai as well. And coming to the business area of Midas includes both engineering and consultancy and software developments in bridges, buildings, geotechnical and mechanical engineering as well. Yeah. As I mentioned earlier, both consultancy and software development combinedly gives a very good synergy to obtain optimal solutions for practical engineering. That means in Korea, we have both software development and also engineering consultancy service. So this makes a very good synergy for to obtain a practically facing solution problems to sort out the solutions. And coming to the product line, we have building and structural engineering products such as Midas Gen, which is a flagship product and named as integrated design system for buildings and any kind of general structures. And followed by Midas Design Plus, it's a structural component design and detailing tool. And coming to Midas D Shop, it's auto drafting module. And building and civil engineering, we have Midas Civil, which is again a flagship product for bridges and any kind of bridges and civil structures. And the other one is Midas FEA, which is famously used for nonlinear and detail analysis system. And coming to the ground structures, we have a specialized software called geotechnical and tunneling engineering, which is called Midas GTS NX. That's 2D and 3D software. And also the other one is SoilWorks geotechnical solutions for practical design. Coming to mechanical engineering, we have Midas NFX and Midas FX Plus. Yeah, here we go. Some of our key clients I would like to mention here. These are some of the global top 100 companies like Atkins, AECOM, Hyundai Engineering, and RTA, and WSP Group, DTMFZA. These are some of the global top companies which are using Midas products. And these are some of the practical applications where Midas Gen has been used, like Burj Khalifa, uh, which is in Dubai, and Kingdom Tower, which is recently has been taking off in Saudi Arabia. And coming to other one, it's Beijing Olympic, China. These are some of the application areas of Midas Gen where you can apply for any kind of buildings like RC, steel, and composite. Also, not only for buildings or any kind of plant structures or stadiums, column shortening prediction and design, and also for post tensioning and pre-stressed concrete analysis. You can perform also heat of hydration, nonlinear seismic performance evaluation, and structural safety checks through detailed analysis can also be done using Midas Gen. These are again some of the applications where Midas Gen has been used. It's Burj Khalifa UAE, the world's tallest building, and Moscow City Palace Tower, Russia, twisting 46-story building with composite columns. And coming to Gansu Twin Tower, China, 103-story multi-use building. And Dubai Pearl Project, and Rolex Tower, Dubai, ADFC building, and Signature Tower, Dubai. And coming to the other building, it's Bright Star Tower. Once again, it's in Dubai. And coming to specialty projects, which where Midas Gen has been used, is in Beijing National Stadium, China, and Temito di Villa Babro, Italy, and German Pavilion, China, and Tawajon Steel Plant, Iran, steel manufacture plant. And coming to Midas Bridge software, one of the flagship product. Once again, I would say it is Midas Civil, wherein the applications are Sutong Cable State Bridge, China, Ruski Island Bridge, Russia, and Sunda Strait Bridge, Indonesia. And these are some of the application areas for Midas Civil, like conventional bridges. You can do curved steel girders, composite integral bridges, PSC girder bridges, and segmental post tensioning with BCM method, ILM, MSS, and FSM method. And also cable stayed bridges and extra dose bridges can be performed using Midas Civil. And not only those, suspension bridges and fatigue check and seismic performance evaluation, and also wind load calculations can also be performed in Midas Civil. And coming to geotechnical engineering software, we have the application areas in Kingdom Tower, Saudi Arabia, where foundation design has been performed using Midas GTS NX, and also in New York subway, Midas GTS NX has been used, and also King's Cross Station in UK. Coming to the application areas, tunnel design you can perform in Midas GTS NX, and slope stability analysis and seepage analysis and design, like soft ground analysis, foundation and dynamic analysis, and also coupled analysis. In this way, I would like to proudly say that Midas provides complete civil engineering solutions, that is from substructure to superstructure. Yeah, not only civil software solutions, but also we have mechanical engineering software solutions, wherein Samsung Electronics are using, and Hyundai and Kia Motors are using. Also, LG Electronics has been using Midas mechanical softwares. Some of the application areas of Midas mechanical softwares are like automotive and heavy industries, and ship building and maritime engineering, aerospace, electronics and environment and thermodynamics, and medical device and biomechanics are the where the applications of mechanical software has been used. Yeah, here we go. The upcoming projects using Midas are Kingdom Tower, Saudi Arabia. As I mentioned earlier, it's a world tallest building with 1 kilometer vertical. And these are some of the upcoming projects using Midas Civil flagship product. Once again, I would like to mention it is Sunda Strait Bridge, Indonesia, world's longest suspension bridge with main span of 3,500 meters. And here we go, Midas Gen, one-stop solution for building and general structures. And today we are going to discuss these are the contents: modeling, boundary conditions, loading, analysis capabilities, post-processing, and design capabilities of Midas Gen. Yeah, this is actually the user interface of Midas Gen, where Midas Gen provides various menu systems and windows for user-friendly workspace. And in addition, it provides supplemental windows such as tree menu, task menu, and a toolbar. And especially, I would like to mention about task menu, which displays a work procedure for analysis, advanced analysis functions and descriptions on input items. This helps the user to work more easily and comfortably. And I'll just open software. I'll just click on new project, sorry, new file. And if you see here, this is the main menu where view, structure, node element, and all the main toolbars are visible for you. And if you see the procedure of the alignment, you can directly this is the procedure for the way to proceed and to get the project to be done. And this is the works tree for you, and what are the work you have done. If you click over here, you can easily find out the things like what are the work procedure you have done. And this is the task pane which I mentioned you. And see, for example, you want to perform a pushover analysis, you just need to select analysis, and here you can find the description of that particular analysis. And if you see the next step here, you can find the required steps to be performed for pushover analysis, like pushover global control, define pushover hinge properties, then assign hinge properties, and optional steps. These are some of the optional steps for you. And you just need to perform analysis, not only like pre-processing. After post-processor details are also available here for you, like after completion of analysis, what are the results we need to go through. All these kind of advanced analysis can be performed quite easily using Midas Gen. If for example you want to perform nonlinear time history analysis, you can directly see the required steps and optional steps, and also after analysis what are the results to be checked out if you are not familiar with this advanced analysis. Okay, now let's move on to another slide. These are some of the various useful functions and windows. I'll just let you know all the more useful interface during the demonstration. Like if you see here, these are some of the views. While modeling a brief project, we can go through all these features. Yeah, coming to data exchange, file manipulation is very crucial these days, since various engineers work with various softwares, and Midas Gen can fully handle the file manipulation as well. Midas Gen provides direct data transfer with Tekla structures, Revit structures, and STAAD, importing and exporting of AutoCAD, DXF, MSc, Nastran, and also one can create MGT file and after completion of the project, and you can uh, export Midas project to some other softwares as well. If you see in the software here, you have import option. Like if you click on import, you can import Midas Gen file itself to get a model, and also AutoCAD DXF file you can put it, SAP 2000, and STAAD file, MST Nastran file, and also you can export Midas Gen file to Midas drawing file and AutoCAD DXF file, and also you can export it to Midas Gen MGT file. These are some of the useful features. Yeah, coming to the export and import between Midas Gen and Revit structure is like you can directly import Midas Gen model to Revit structures, and from Revit structure to Midas Gen. Once after completion of the purchase of the software, we'll provide you a link from Revit structure to Midas Gen, and you can simply import a complete model from Revit to Midas Gen through a provided link. And for example, like merge data files. For example, in a complex project, a number of engineers can work on a specific parts at the same time. we can then merge the individual files to one analysis file, and you can perform the analysis. Text type input using commands is also carried out through MGT command shell, and entire model data can be entered or produced in the text format of MGT file. Here are the images wherein you can clearly see that this is the project, and they have divided, this is the project and they have divided it into various stages, and after completion of that they can simply merge it into a single analysis file and get the output. Yeah, coming to material data definition, we have different standards of database, that is BS, American standards, Euro standards, IS standards, Korean, Japanese, Chinese, and all we have. And we are also continuously adding more database step by step once we need the requirement. From here, what I would like to do is I'll just start the demonstration for you. I'll just go to structure, and I'll just define a grid for you, that is define line grid. Just click add over here and name it as global. Anything else you can name, and just click on X grid lines, click add on X grid lines and give 5@3 and just click OK. Then again you can add Y grid lines by clicking 4@3. Just click OK, and here are the required coordinates have been obtained for you. Then just click OK. It has defined, and if you need to apply right now itself, you just need to click on apply. The grid line has been applied. Just click close. See the usefulness of workstream menu. I'll just click on a toggle work tree. Then here, sorry, yeah, here you can see the works what you have defined. Now what I'll do is I'll simply go to properties and click on material properties. Just click add, sorry, and I'll define a concrete material property using Eurocode 4 and C30 or 37, and you can name it if at all required, and just click on apply and then cancel. And coming to the section, I would like to define section properties for beam and column. They are user defined sections and solid rectangular. I'd like to define first one as beam, and the depth is 0.7 meters and the breadth is 0.23 meters. Just click apply. Why I'm clicking apply is if you click OK, the dialog box get disappeared, and because you need to define some other properties as well. So just click apply. Then once again click on column. Sorry, once again you can define column, and I'd like to define column size as 0.45 depth and 0.45 breadth as well. Now you can just click on OK, and also you can define the offset properties as well. Here if you click on center to center offset, or you need to move the offset from center top, or like center to center, center top, or left center, you can define this change offset properties. As of now I need it as center to center. Just click OK. Also not only these but also we can define several number of section properties. Like if you see here, you can have different type of sections like angle, C channel, I section, all these things, double angle sections you can define even, and these are some of the value input sections. Again you have angle section, channel sections and all, and these are combined sections, like you can combine two I combined sections and two T combined section and also IC combined section. These are some of the uh, huge database section properties has been available. Not only section but also material properties are available, and also a tapered section, also huge database is available. You can define tapered section as well, and composite sections also you can be defined. Just click cancel, and I need to define wall element, so I'll just give the thickness as, I'll just define the thickness of the wall. It is 0.2 meters. Just click OK, close. Now what I'll do is I'll just go to node all element, then I just need to click on create element. Sorry, I'll just show you some other features in properties. Like you can define plastic materials as well, like hinge properties what I mentioned you, and uh, even you have hinge properties to be mentioned over here. Plastic materials you can define like masonry properties. Masonry, for masonry structure you can define masonry properties over here, and different type of tapered group you can create, and hinge properties, and these are all can be done in Midas Gen. Now I'll just go to node or element, just create element. You can just save it as auto save, or you can just save it. Again, it will not ask. I'll just save it on desktop. Yeah, just save it. Now I'll just click on this create elements, and we need element type as general, beam or tapered, and the material property is same for both, and I need to create beams. So what I'll do is I'll just click here to here, and again here to here. I'll just go to top view for more clearance, and I'll just click here to here and here to here. This is the very easy way to create a grid. Not only this, I'll just show you some other way to create a grid in Midas Gen. Uh, Actually, this I'm familiar with this method, so I'm quite comfort with this method, so I'm using this method. Not only this method, I'll just show you like if you go to structure, here we have base structures, like you can simply give beam, you can give the inputs as per your requirements, and you can get a single beam. For example, you want to define a frame, you can just give it input data and edit it, generate frame, then insert it at your required point. Okay, I have a grid over here, and what I'll do is I'll just click grid line off. So the grid line has been off, and so now what I need to do is I need to create a columns. So what I'll do is I'll just go to node or element, then extrude elements. See the smartness of the software. I need to extrude a columns in -z direction. So what I'll do is I'll just extrude type I'll give as node to line element, then element type I'll give as beam, and material again once again it is same. So beam, generation type same, equal distance, and dz I'll give it as minus 2 meters. Okay, now I need to click on select all. So only the nodes will be generated as line element. Just click apply. See the smartness of the software. The columns has been created. I'll just turn off. Okay, the columns has been created. Now what I need to do is I need to create wall element. So once again go to create elements, then again element type you need to click as wall element. So in wall element you just need to click on nodal connectivity, and I would like to create wall over here. So whenever you are trying to create a wall, you just need to go through anti-clockwise direction. See, I just need to click on 4 nodes so that your wall will be generated. Okay, these are the walls I'd like to create. Now I can easily delete my columns which are attached to the walls. So what I'll do is I'll just go to select Z and select all and click on activate. So here you can clearly see the columns which are attached to the walls. So you can simply just select those columns and you can click on delete. So this is how you can delete the columns, unnecessary columns. Just click on activate all. Here you can Here your original structure has been created. Also you can delete the beams which are unnecessary. Like you can select, sorry, I need to click select none, then select the beams which are not required for you and just click on delete. So the beams also got deleted. Okay, and for the you can structure type, like you can create before analysis you can click on convert self weight to masses. You can click on OK, or else you can click here, like for alignment you can select all these options and just click OK. Now the alignment is aesthetic for you. Okay. Okay, now I'll just move on to the presentation. The initial base structure is ready with us. Now how easily you can create it into a building. Uh, that's what we'll look in our next step. So now we'll move to the presentation. So as I told you about the material database and all, I'll just move on. And also you can define time dependent materials for steel and concrete as well. Okay, fine. Coming to the section data, as I told you, we provide most of the section database, including Europe, America, Canada, Asia. The section database includes I sections, T sections, angle channel, pipe, and so on. We can also provide various combined sections for steel members and tapered section for modeling haunched beam as well. For example, we are each and every time we'll try to include more and more database whatever we get. Yeah, coming to the wizard options which are available in MidasGen. Uh, these are some of the wizards which help you to quick model generation. In order to reduce the modeling time for the user for typical shape of the model, we provide the wizards. Using the structural wizards, unit structures such as frame, arch, truss, plate, and a shell elements can be simply modeled. As I showed you earlier in the software, if you go to structure and base structures, here you have these plate shell elements. Using shell element, you can simply model the water tank structure and just need to apply hydrostatic pressure loads. And also not even shell, you can perform, you can simply model plate elements as well. Yeah. Coming to the slab modeling, actually there are two ways of modeling slabs in MidasGen. One thing is you can model slab using plate elements, and the other one is you can simply exclude slab and consider it as a rigid diaphragm. And the property of rigid diaphragm is nothing but it transfers the lateral loads to the beams and columns, and the mass data are automatically entered at the diaphragm centers. That is, the center of the mass is automatically calculated for each story, and you need not to worry about it, and it automatically the program automatically considers the center of gravity. Yeah, coming to the mesh generation, generally it is quite difficult to create uh, the plate elements. And but in Midas we have an options like auto mesh, planar area, and map mesh 4 node area. But coming to the connectivity between slab and wall members, program smartly takes care of it. You need not to worry about the connection between meshed and unmeshed elements. It automatically takes care of the nodal connectivity. I'll just show you those options as well. If you go to node or element, here you have auto mesh planar area. Like type you can define like quadrilateral or quad plus triangular or triangular line elements or planar elements, you can do it. Map mesh, once again you need to select 4 nodes and then you can perform the mesh and define domain and subdomain. This is nothing but actually if you need uh, domain and subdomain, the main application of this domain and subdomain comes when it required for reinforcement. Like for example, your structure is in 90 degrees. One second. Yeah, for example, your structure is like this, then here you need to give the reinforcement along x-axis, and here you need to give the reinforcement only along y-axis. So here you can define this entire thing as a domain and this as a subdomain, so by changing the angle direction. So that's how it's quite smart and useful for reinforcement. Yeah, coming to the next step, boundary conditions. And we have different boundary conditions applicable in MidasGen. It's like point spring supports, general spring supports, surface spring supports, and all are also available. I'll just show you in the program. Going to the boundary. Anyways, I'll just define the boundary conditions as well for the structure. I'll just go to front view. Just select all the nodes and DAll and RAll. Just click apply. Your supports has been defined. If you want to see in all the directions, you can see it. Your supports has been defined. If you don't want to display these supports, you can just go to workstream menu and undisplay. Click on undisplay. So this will not be display for you. And these are some of the options for spring supports as well. And elastic links, rigid link, general link, beam and release, all these things you can perform. Panel zone effects, like where you don't want to consider the moment, you can give it as a panel zone effect. And diaphragm disconnect and story groups, you can do it in the software. And coming to the presentation. Yeah, pile spring support, consider the soil stiffness, nonlinear characteristics of springs or the pile height are automatically calculated in MidasGen. These are some of the base isolation and energy dissipation systems for dynamic analysis. These are also available in the software. And coming to the loading conditions, different types of loads, MidasGen enables us to specify all types of nodal element point surface, dynamic pre-stressing and thermal loads encountered in practice. I'll just show you all these things in program. Before that, I would like to generate the building. See the smartness of the software. I just need created the base floor, so I need to generate the building to the top. So here number of copies is nothing but how many stories you want to create your project. So here you can give it as 5. So that means 5 story has been created. And distance along Z direction, that is nothing but distance between 2 story. You can give it as 2 meters and just click on add. So in the similar way, you can define some other properties, like some other copies as well. Like for example, 2 stories I need at a distance of 3 meters, so you can define accordingly. So just click OK, and here if you click on this, you can get building generation table, like how many stories you have and what is the differences you'll be getting here. And copy node attributes, element and building attributes. Here it is nothing but if you have any supports or anything else, they'll be copied to the entire flow stories. Like static loads, if you are defined, since I haven't defined my loads, I'll use alternative method to generate loads. Okay, just select all. Just a moment. Okay, I'll just go here, go to boundary, and just click apply. Okay, and click on unselect all. Okay, anyways, select all, control data, building generation. Give it as 5 copies and distance is 2 meters and click add, click apply. So here your building has been generated in a smart way. Yeah, the supports are also been copied. So we don't need the supports till the top level. So what I'll do is I'll just undo this step and I'll just undisplay supports and then I'll just click on select all. Okay, before that columns haven't been assigned, so I'll just unselect all and here I'll go and give it as Z and select all. Okay, walls I'll select unselect. Okay, and I'll just right click and give assign. So now if you want to check whether it is assigned properly or not, you just double click on that. You can see the columns has been assigned with required properties. Now I'll just unselect all, click on none, just go to building generation, 5-story, 2 meters, just click add and click on select all and apply. Your building has been generated, and if you see the supports are also uh, okay, I'll just delete the supports and I'll define it here now. Go to boundary, define supports, apply. Your supports are also defined properly. This is the advantage of your workstree. Everything you can be handled using workstree. Now going to the load properties, I'll define different load cases like give dead load and you can just click add. Once again live load and just click add, and wind X just click add, and wind Y just click add. Sorry, live load, modify, wind load on the structure, modify, wind load on the structure, modify, and EY, earthquake, EX, click add, EY, click add. These are the required load combination load cases for me. I have defined all these load cases and I'll just click close. So now I'll define the self weight of the structure, dead load, and I'll give Z as -1 and just click add and close. Your self weight has been assigned. And coming to the live load, I would like to define live load as a floor load. So go to assign floor loads, and if you drop down the menu, you will get a dialog box wherein you need to define uh, floor loads, FLOOR, floor loads. So I'll give once again I'll give dead load as -4 and live load as -2 kilonewton per meter, and just click OK. Just click close. What the thing I need to do here is I need to create another one for SIDL. You can give it as dead load. Just click OK, close. So define floor loads. You can select this and modify SIDL, modify. Okay, and these are my floor loads, and again I will define my roof loads. Roof loads as -5 and -2. Add. floor loads and roof loads. I have added, just click close. So your floor loads has been defined. Now go to assign floor loads. I would like to assign the distribution as two-way distribution, and you can also define distribute it as a one-way. So just click on allow polygonal type unit area, and here is a smart option again. If the loading is inclined like local x-axis, you can define, or local y z, and as of now I need it in local z direction. So I'll just click on this. Before that, I'll just select this part, and 1 2 3 4 stories. I'll just activate this. So this is my part. So here I have to distribute. Before that, I would like to activate, give the distance as 4 at the rate 2. Okay, just a moment, just click on activate all, and here you have to generate the story data. Click on auto generation story data. Your story data has been generated. This is the flow diagram which I have been talking about. You can select whether you need to consider it or not. For the roof also I would like to consider, so I'll just click consider, close. So now the story data has been generated, so you can look after your stories. So here I would like to activate it by identifying a story. I'd like to activate first story. Just click on activate. Okay, just click on, sorry, activate all. Just click on activate. First story, you just need to select floor and click on activate. Oh, sorry. Okay, anyways, there are many options available for us. Just select all, and I'll select this story, and I'll just click activate. So this is the story. You need to apply the floor loads. Just click over here and apply your floor loads. The floor loads has been applied. Yeah, this is the way you can apply your floor loads. Has been applied, and now I would like to click on activate all. The roof load haven't been applied, so I'll just select my roof. Just click on activate all. Go to top view. Here I'll assign the roof load. Roof loads, similar way. Here I haven't selected the wall element. You can even select the wall element, and you can assign the floor loads. I haven't selected the wall element over here. You can select it, and one can select it and one can assign it actually. And now I would like to click over here, load to masses for seismic analysis. Give dead load as 1 and live load as 0.25. and just click add, sorry, 0.25, click on modify. And if you want to define other loads as well, you can just define, click OK, activate all. Here you can clearly see that all the loads has been lumped as masses. Okay, and here we go. I'll define wind loads. Just click add. Okay, before that I'd like to go to presentation. Yeah, as I already mentioned you about loadings and all, this is the floor loads, pressure loads and hydrostatic loads which you can easily define and apply in MIDAS-Gen. The floor loads are then automatically distributed and applied to the individual beams, girders and columns. This surely leads to speedy analysis and design. Coming to static wind and seismic loads, MIDAS-Gen generates static wind and seismic loads on building structures for each story. All one has to do is to provide the applicable standard and the story data so that you can automatically create static loads. And coming to the response spectrum load cases, principal axis of the building are generally two mutually perpendicular horizontal directions in plane of a building along with the geometry of the building is oriented. And you can in MIDAS-Gen there is a smart option auto search of principal axis. For example, if your structure is irregular and you cannot find the and you cannot find, for example, structure like this has Rx you can give it as 0 and Ry you can give it as 90 degrees, but the structure like this you cannot define the principal axis. In this case the program helps you to define the principal axis, in which there is an auto search principal axis option. It will help you to define the principal axis automatically. These are some of the irregular structures you can define the principal axis. And coming to the response spectrum load cases, you'll get a graph over here, and according to that you can define the load cases. These are the method of the software which will be used in MIDAS-Gen. You can even get interpolation of spectral data using linear method or logarithmic method. I'll just show you all these techniques while defining the load cases. These are some of the dynamic load cases. Seismic analysis considering dynamic loads can be handled by the program. This model has been made for evaluation of floor vibration due to walking load. This shows the walking load path. If you see here, this shows the walking load path for you. Time history function dialog using time history load cases and analysis. Yeah, coming to the analysis capabilities. Before that, I will define wind load cases in the program. Just click add. I'll just do it quickly. The time is getting out. Uh, just select Eurocode, Windload X, and you need to define your terrain categories and all the inputs you need to provide. And here you just need to click on apply. And here you can see the wind load profile. See the wind load profile, you can see story force, story shear, and overturning moment. And in the same way, you can see the method as well, SRS, sum of square roots method, or X direction, Y direction. And the important thing here I would like to show is make wind load calculation sheet. If you click on this option, you will be able to get the wind load calculation sheet, like as per Eurocode, what are the formulas it has been used and how it has been calculated, the story shear force and story shear. Like here I would like to mention that the program is not a black box. Everything you can get actually like a calculation sheet, see what the formula it has been used and what the result it has been obtained. All these things can be visible, and even you can take a printout of this or save it as a Word file. Okay, WX has been applied. I'll just select WY, and sorry, here I'll give access 0. Just click apply. WY has been applied. In the similar way, you can check out both wind load calculation and story force. Just click cancel. Just click close, or you can modify it as well. Like Y direction, I'll give 0. Just click OK. Close. Now coming to the seismic loads, the same way, you just need to click on seismic loads and click on add. EX, the load case, the code you need to select is Eurocode, the latest one. And here you need to select the fundamental time period formula. Like I would like to use the first formula, so just select first formula and then just click OK. And along X direction, so Y will be 0. Just click apply. In the same way, you can find seismic load profile, and also the same way you can provide seismic load calculation sheet with what are the formulas program has been using. Once again, here you can find out that the program is not a black box for you to give a blind solutions. Everything is getting, every output is visible for you. Just click close. Again, click on EY. And the same formula, I'll give X as 0 and Y as 1. And then just click apply, then cancel, close. See how easy I have defined all this. Now go to dynamic loads and response spectrum functions. Just click add. And design spectrum, I would like to go for Eurocode latest one, and just maximum period I would like to define 6 seconds, and just click apply. Or else if you have any like Excel file with the data, you can just import that file by clicking on import option. Just click apply and just click cancel, close. And response spectrum load cases, Rx, you can give excitation angle as 0 and select this. Just click add. And Ry, you can give it as Y, 90 degrees. Since this is not an irregular structure, so I'm giving it like as you know. And here I would like to define eigenvalue analysis control for model participation factor. You can define 15 frequencies, and just you can even define the method, whether Lanczos or subspace iteration or ridge vectors method. Just click OK and click close. Now I would like to go for, even there are different methods for dynamic analysis. Like one is response spectrum I have used now. Even you can go for time history analysis also. And now I would like to go for, even there are different material settlement analysis you can be performed, moving load analysis. This is advanced version of the software. Like the only difference is construction stage and moving load sorry, construction stage will be added in the advanced version of the software. So now I would like to go for analysis, and analysis main control data. You can define as per your requirements. And P delta analysis, you can perform buckling and everything you can do. I'll just click on perform analysis. Let us see how much time it will take to perform analysis. Yeah, the analysis has been completed, and within very few seconds. And here we can see some abnormal deformations, we can see. So maybe there might be some duplicate elements existed in the structure. So before running analysis, I'll just click on check duplicate elements. Okay, there are no duplicate elements. I'll just perform analysis. Yeah, degrees of freedom, there are some issues with degrees of freedom. Anyways, this is the model file. Okay, I'll just open already like already I had performed analysis file. Just open. I'll just go to presentation of the gen. Yeah, these are some of the reference models I would like to show you. And before that, the analysis has been performed. And if you go to results, here you can create the load combinations. And I would like to go for presentation. Yeah. Coming to the analysis capabilities of the software, MidasGen can handle high-end analysis capabilities such as construction stage. Already I have shown you, and these are the list of analysis capabilities over here. And these are some of the construction stage analysis, creep and shrinkage, and even floor vibration analysis can be performed. Serviceability of floor structures can be evaluated by dynamic time history analysis. And MidasGen provides a number of time history forcing functions for walking loads for floor vibration. And these are some of complete floor vibration analysis result display. And even you can perform pushover analysis. I'll just proceed it further since it's getting late. And you can perform inelastic time history analysis for seismic design and assessment of structure. And even you can perform heat of hydration analysis capabilities through heat transfer and heat stress analysis. And nonlinear analysis is also can be handled by MidasGen, including structural masonry materials. And these are some of the masonry structures. And coming to the post processing, after completion of analysis, even MidasGen is very versatile to provide all the analysis and design results in Contour, which enable us to analyze and evaluate the results intuitively. Member forces for weak and strong axis may be viewed simultaneously in beam diagram. Using beam detail analysis, member displacement forces and stress can be examined for various section locations. Any point in any section can be examined as shown in the figures. These are some of the special plots and graphs. All these things I would like to show you in the software table outputs. This is some of the important feature in the software. Like whatever the results you are getting, you can simply export it into Excel file. Each and every result, whatever you are getting. Concrete design, I'll just click on auto generation of load cases. Here you can give Rx as 1 and Ry as like 1.3. You can calculate it actually. Just click OK. These are your automatic generation of load cases. You need not to create manually. If you need any special load cases to be created, you can create it manually. So just click close. The program automatically gives you the load combination. Now checking out reactions, just click over here. You need for all of this, just click none and just click OK. These are the reactions along FC direction. Even you can export it directly. Even if you want to show it in a graphic format, you can just show it or export to Excel directly. All these things are once again a smart options from the software. So just click close. And even deformations, you can check it out. Deformed shape, what is the deformed shape of the structure, you can check it out. Or even you can get some videos as well. Animate, if you click on animate, you can even get videos. If you click on record, you'll be able to get videos as well. So just click close. And beam or element diagram, like beam detail analysis, you'll be getting here for each and every beam whichever you select. So, and coming to the mode shapes, vibration mode shapes, you'll be getting here. Like if you select multi modes option, then if you select for example 4 modes, just click OK. You'll be getting all the 4 nodes, 4 mode shapes in the program itself. Okay, just click close. And result tables, like whatever the results you need regarding reactions or beam or plate elements or supports, everything you'll be getting, and you can be generated it in Excel also. Just click on initial view, or you can just click close all this. Just click over here. If you click initial view, you can be able to get initial view. Now coming to the design option, general design parameter, you can define live load factor, and also coming to the member assignment, this is the smart option. Once again, I would like to say, for example, if you have like this beam is divided into, for modeling purpose, this beam has divided into two beams, like in between if you have a node, but as per the design you need to consider it as a single beam. So here you need to select this beam and just click apply, or else you can simply click automatic option, and if you click on apply, all these kind of beams which are divided for modeling purpose as two would be considered as one for your design purpose. Similarly, I'll go for design code over here, Euro code, and update all the factors as per the code. Just click OK, and I'll go for concrete code design, beam design. So I'll just select few beams as of now, since it will take long time. Sorry. Unselect all, any of few beams I'll be selecting here. What? I'll just select few beams, concrete code design, beam design. Yeah, this is the design section for you. This is actually a red in color. That means the sections, there is some abnormal deformation for you. Just unselect all. And I'll just select one and click on graphic view. These are some of the reinforcement provided for beams. It's giving some abnormal deformation. That's the reason it's causing some issues. And also, if you need some detail analysis, here sorry, some detail report about design you'll be getting over here, like what is the neutral axis, where it has been considered, an analysis, negative bending moment, positive bending moment, all this stuff can be generated over here. And the same this file you can be taking out, print out, or you can do it whatever you want. This is the short format of the design section, and here you need to update the rebar if you need to require. Now the smart option here I would like to mention you is these sections, there is some issues with these sections. So like some of the sections are not passing in the design, so here there is a smart option section for design. You no need to go for unlock the model and again pre-processing mode. You need not to do all these stuff. You just need to click on select for design, click on beam, modify. It will directly modify and update the rebar. You can directly change the section over here. So just close, and I'll just perform column design as well for few. Select column, concrete code design, column design. Yeah, this is in the same way you'll be getting graphic view and the detail view, and even you'll be getting draw PM interaction curve as well. If you click on graphic view, you'll be getting all these things. PM interaction curve you'll be getting. Just click close, and if you want detail for this, if you click on detail, you will be getting all these detail things, and these are the some of the reinforcement provided for columns. Just click close, and coming to these are some of the design options like SRC design you can perform. And coming to tools, here you have some important options like uh, report generation. dynamic report generated. If you click on generator, a new Word document will be opened in this, and you can automatically define the report generation. Now, yeah, this is the Word file created. Whatever you need, you can simply drag and drop over here, like Green Tech Consultant is your name of the company. So this is how you can initially you need to create one official format, and then you can use it for each and every purpose. And for example, just click close. See here, you can if you right click on the model, here you can get dynamic report image. Like if you need to put this image, this particular image in dynamic report generation, you just need to right click and save the image. Here you can find the option report. Here all the things will be saved, and whenever you click on the generator, you will be guided into Word file. You just need to drag and drop from here, the same option as you done in the model. Now I would like to quickly move to the presentation to end this session. These are some of the table inputs, as I already mentioned, and story related tables. Like if you have different story levels, you can even create it as per the modules. Like control data story, you can even create it as per the module. Like if you have two different story levels, you can create first one as module 1 and second one as module 2. These are some of the flexible options I would like to tell. Like torsional irregularity check can be performed in the program, and stiffness irregularity check, like soft story, you can be able to check it out in the program. And coming to design capabilities, these are some of the available design codes. As I already shown you, design as per Euro codes, and BS is also available, IS, and all these international codes are also available. And design plus is, as I mentioned, individual design component tool for you, wherein you can perform like in design plus you can perform a slab design, footing design, and shear wall design, staircase, buttress design, beam for ACI codes. And also for Euro codes you can perform footing design and wall design. Mm, these are some of the concrete and steel design features, footing design results and all you'll be getting. And these are optimal design feature. The optimal design feature of Midas Gen optimizes the member sections, which determine the section dimensions automatically for the minimum section area satisfying the specified design standard. Similarly, for the steel section is also available. Meshed slab and wall design is also available. Sorry, actually I haven't shown you about wall design. Just select one wall and go to design, click on RC design, concrete core design, wall design. You'll be getting the wall design as well. Graphic view, graphic view. This is about a quick view about the wall design, MN interaction curve and shear force check, and details. If you want to get a detail the same way, even you can get PM interaction curve. This is how the program provides you. Even we have meshed slab and design, meshed wall slab and wall design as per Eurocode. Even you can perform footing design in the software directly. You don't need to go for some other softwares. These are some capacity design feature is also available in Midas Gen, and as per Eurocode and NTC code. And this is the dynamic report generation, as actually I had mentioned you in the software. And the next thing, this is about the design plus. What are the features available for you in design plus?